Hello.
Hey Kendra, how are you?
You were here before. I think I remember you.
Yes, last
Can
month.
you do me a favor? Can you get more to the middle? Get more to the middle. Here we go.
Let's see. Here we go. How about that?
Okay.
How's that?
Exodus. Let me see if I remember. Okay. I know you wanted a woman that wasn't masculine, right? You wanted a feminine woman.
I think it was more about someone who was into adventure. I'm a Jeep guy, so need someone who would be into camping, some of the Jeep lifestyle.
Oh no, I remember you. You
Yeah,
were you were told to consider dating a passport bro.
yeah. I said yeah. Someone recommended me for that. All right. So
Okay.
you actually blessed me earlier with what you did with the young lady by giving her money. So I said, you know what, I need to come back and bless you with an update. So
Okay.
I felt
Well, wait, bless you with an update. You can bless me with some money too, child. I could receive. I'm joking. All right. So what's the update
okay.
you have?
First of all, I did meet when at the end of the show, you said something right at the very end. You asked me, you said, "Are you going to respond?" And of course, that was my first time ever experiencing this show. So I thought it was an odd question because I'm like, yeah, I guess I figure maybe a couple of people would reach out. It was more than a couple, Kendra. It was quite a few, and I want to say it restored my faith in sisters. All right, I mean, I love my queens, and I am. It really blessed me. Again, all the attention. It was a lot. It was really overwhelming because it kind of put outside of the attention that I like. So it was so much. But and I did meet a few women from that initially. I think I probably kind of wanted to turn it off a bit because it was a lot of attention and but from the experience, I call it my Kendra G experience. I met a few women, and to the ones I did meet who I didn't end up going forward with. Again, all beautiful sisters, and I definitely love you for just being queens that you are. But I did meet someone, and it's been a good month. I'll say that. She's a
Do
very
me a favor,
lovely.
Exodus.
Yeah.
Can you still move over? You're so far. There we
Oh,
go.
there we
There we
go.
go. That's better
Really
for me.
nice.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yes.
so you still know, baby. Move over more because every time you lean back, I just want you to be opposite direction. You
This
can't
one.
see yourself. I want you to be in the center of this.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so if you can stay right there, that's good.
Okay. I'll stay right here.
Okay, so don't move back. Stay right there. So
Okay.
I want to be clear. So how many DMs or do you think you received?
Honestly, about actually, I counted it. It was around 2,600.
You received 2,600 DMs.
Yes, yes. But can I say this? There was one particular one that really struck me more than any of them, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention this one. This was from a young man, and I mean, there were young ladies who did the same thing, but this young man, I'm telling you, it blessed me, and I was not able to respond back to him because I couldn't find it. There was just so much, but he after he saw the interview, he thought of me for his mother, and he just gave the most profound presentation for his mom, and that really hit me. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, made me emotional in that moment because all I could think about this man. First of all, boys and men and their mothers, they're very protective.
Right.
So for him to look at me and to see that interview and think of me that you would be a good man for my mother. I mean, that really blessed me. And it's just like, okay, you know what? I got to do this right. I have to be on point. I have to be everything that I said I was in my interview, um, or in my Kendra G experience, should I say? So,
Well, I want to
trademark.
say this. It doesn't surprise me, and I tell people this all the time. Like, if you are a guy and you got some good quality to you, you should expect to receive 2,000 plus
Yeah,
DMs. Like,
yeah,
that's just the expectation. Like, if you are a man that there's certain categories, whether you're good looking, have your stuff together, wants to settle down, you're gonna receive 2,000 plus DMs. So, with that being said, shout out to that young man that did reach out to you for a mom.
yeah,
That is a sweet story.
yes,
You
yeah.
met one woman that you're constantly talking to out of the 2,600.
Yes, yes. As I said, I'm very intentional, and I'm not for play. So, um, and it's been good. So she's probably going to watch this and freak out. So, but it got to a point, you know, where I had to post the picture on us. So because
You
see,
post the
well,
pictures,
I
child. You know
want to
it's
say
real.
it was because some of the cousins were kind of getting a little mean. So she wanted to raise up a little bit. I said, nope, nope, I got this. Let me take care of this. So I decided, let me go ahead and post a picture. So I believe the cousins will share with you that I've been very upfront. I've been very, very on point when it came to say, look, I've met someone. The receipts are out there. So and I was very cordial about it, and I decided to post. But Kendra, and I will share. Bam.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah,
I love it. So what was, I mean, listen, I
yeah.
don't want to say it was a competition, child, but she beat out 2,600 people. So what was so special about her opposed to the other 2,599 people,
I know,
child?
right, right, right. Um, I'll say this. Well, I'll say this. One thing about your show, you hit the nail on the head every time when it comes to when you talk about uh, um, just high quality men. Because I fit that category, and I hear you try to share with sisters, and give them advice about it. And you're not wrong. I just feel like you're not listened to because some of the responses I was getting, I'm like, did you even listen to anything Kendra's been saying? And then did you watch my interview? I mean, I don't feel like they were listening. They weren't paying attention when I was very clear. I was very specific about what I was looking for. So you can't bring me something else if I'm not looking for that because I can buy coochie. So I don't need that. I need something more. I need substance. And this woman, she checked the boxes. She especially the box when it came to Jeeping, because that's a hard box to check. I'm not gonna lie. Being a Jeep girl, because we kind of punned about it, and it just so happened that when she came to visit, she came for a weekend, and just for the record, we didn't touch thighs. We did a lot of kissing, but no thigh touching.
Okay.
And
I never
um,
heard it put that way before. No
yeah,
thigh touching.
yeah,
Okay.
no thigh. You touch it. It's from the south. But when she was here, we it just happened to be a weekend where the Jeep crew was getting together, and a group called Outcast Jeepers out in Florida. So got together. We had there was a parade that weekend. It was a where we were actually in the holiday parade and going through the city of St. Petersburg. So it was a great opportunity. The Jeep was all naked, and I'm like, this is a good time to try this. I got to try it. I need to see if she could do this because Jeep's naked, hair in the wind, everything I said. This is going to really tell if she's going to be able to do this. So she was not fully prepared. So I made sure I had some extra things like a blanket because it was cold. Um, so we got in there. We got to the event, got to the parade, and got ready to be on the parade route. And all the Jeep crew, they were out just doing what we do as Jeepers. They were just hanging. She just fit right in. Everybody was loving. I'm like, okay, so she got in with the group, and then we got onto the parade. Um, and as we were going through the parade, actually, just before we got on the parade, she had a little moment. She had a little meltdown. So I can't say everything was perfect. She's going to hate that I'm telling the story, but she had a meltdown. This meltdown was pretty bad. And to her defense, she was a little hangry, because she hadn't eaten. And she kind of went off on him. Like, I guess because it was taking so long to start. And she went off. And I was just looking at her like, okay. Because we've been having a great time up to then. And she was like, and why are we do and we gotta do this, and you haven't fed me, and this is just a lot. And I'm looking at her, and for the life of me, I don't know why I thought this. I'm thinking, I'm just saying, and in my head, I just said this in my mind. I'm like, well, fuck that baby. And I'm taking your words, everything you create that phrase, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, I can get rid of her now and be done with it. But then I thought, I'm like,
Let me,
and I
okay,
said,
real quick. Let me
well,
explain.
yeah,
So if you don't know what he's referring to, I said in my college
yeah,
years, my boyfriend cheated on me, got another girl pregnant, and we tried to work it out. I was in my I was a senior at Hampton University, and in the midst of trying to work it out, I was gonna see if I could be okay with him having another baby by this woman. And then the day he found out what the other woman was having, he told me he was very excited. And I remember my natural response was, fuck that baby. Like, and that's when I realized I cannot be with this man who cheated on me and has a baby on the way. God didn't make me that Christian like of a woman, child. So that's where he's saying
Uh,
when he said fuck that baby, that's what that meant. It means fuck this.
yeah.
So yeah. Fuck.
Oh, but just to get through it. We got through that. She got into the parade route. She had a great time. She's out there throwing beads, and to the point where actually people didn't want her to throw beads. I need to teach her how to be in a parade because she was taking beads, hitting people so hard they didn't want her to throw beads. They were ducking and dodging. I'm like, okay, okay, she got it, she got it. So the final test was we got to head home. Jeep's naked. It's nighttime. It's cold. We're going over this big bridge called the Skyway Bridge. Anybody in Tampa, you already know how high that bridge is. It's at about cloud level, all right, coming into the bay. And we're driving up to it. She's like, oh, it's off in the distance. We get there. As we approach it, it was foggy. So it looked like as soon as you got up there, it went straight up. It's just like a roller coaster ride. And, she wrapped herself in the blanket, made it through that whole experience. I'm like, yeah, I can keep her.
I love it. Okay, so real quick, Exodus, how old are you again?
55.
And how old is she, if you don't mind sharing?
She hit the bottom 45.
45. Okay, so she hit 40. What was your age range?
45 to I was 10 plus or minus.
Okay, Exodus, do you have kids? I can't remember.
I have two both one's 18, one's 30.
Okay, does she have kids?
She does.
How
She
many
has
do
one.
you,
She has
one
one.
child?
Mhm.
Okay, one child. So now is it fair to say you guys are dating exclusively? You're not trying to meet
We
nobody else?
we were exclusive from day one. The sun rises and sets with her.
Oh, child, Exodus. I love to hear
Yeah.
this. A couple things. Now you was now Exodus. Now you could talk, child. But I wanted to respond when you said something like, I don't know what was happening on Facebook, but you said I got this, and you posted it. I will say
Yeah.
this, ladies: when a man is really about you, he gonna shut it down. Shout out to my good friend Finesse Mitchell. Finesse Mitchell is a comedian, and he taught me this lesson probably 20 years ago. And he said, you will never have to fight if a man is about you because he will shut it down. So you'll never got to argue with no girl about if she with him. If a man is about you, he will shut it down. So women, if you're ever fighting another woman because she says she slept with your man and your man belongs to her, no. If a man's really about you, he's gonna shut it down and you're not gonna have to fight because he's gonna make it clear. So I loved when you said that.
Yeah.
I love when you said that. What
Kendra, you have one person, one of your cousins came for me, real nasty, and I wasn't gonna out him, but this chick right here, I'm gonna put this up here just because she was real nasty, and this was about to make my girl go off. And I said, nope, I got it. And I
what
said,
did she say? What did she say in that long
basically,
paragraph? We can't read
what
it. What did
I'll
she
just
say?
give you the gist of it. I just want to post up so when you play back. She
Okay.
basically said that oh, he didn't give nobody a chance, and he was already dating her, and he was just trying to promote his camping adventure stuff. And I'm like, because prior to that, she gave us compliments and everything, and then really just came back nasty. Like, why would you even do that? Posted up
Did
on
you
her
well
picture.
real
No,
quick? Did you know her before you came on my show?
never met her. She just came on, complimented our photo, and then just came back like, yeah, everything was cool. I'm like, well, thank you for complimenting us and everything, and then came back, just decided to go on the attack. I'm like, man, who does that?
You know
So
what? I'm
that's,
trying to become more of a Christian like woman
yeah,
because my spirit wants to say, and listen, I got all types of cousins. I got happy
yeah,
cousins and I got some miserable ass cousins. We're gonna just keep it real. I
yeah,
got some miserable ass cousins, and that happens to be a cousin that is miserable. And
yeah,
sometimes, you know, and I don't want to say misery hurt. There's a lot of women who want love and they want companionship. And the fact that you post to her, let's not forget, 2,600 women reached out to you. So that means 2,599 women want the opportunity to experience what she experienced. So I'm learning to understand the hate as hurt. When someone comes that strong, it's a hurt person. So you just pray for them. But I will say this: jealous people, misery people, figure out a way to let it go. I believe that my life is so blessed is because I was always a happy cheerleader. I am a happy cheerleader. When I see someone else doing well in my personal circle or around, I am going to be so happy because they always say when God blesses your neighbor, that means he's in your neighborhood. So figure out a way to let go of that misery so you can receive your blessing, because your own misery, your own jealousy, your own envy for other people's happiness, whether you know it or not, is blocking your blessing. So you got to figure out a way to let it go. You're only holding yourself back. We got to go, Exodus. So I got to find somebody else to love tonight, but I love this story. Please keep me updated on how everything falls together. Wait, are y'all spending Christmas and New Year's Eve together?
She'll be here tomorrow for the weekend. Yes.
Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. I love it. Let me tell you something. That's a big thing. Holidays are a big thing. If you dating somebody and you're not with them on Christmas or New Year's Eve, you're not the one. You might be the number two, three, or four. But if you ain't with them on Christmas, or I don't care what excuse they get, my kids, I don't care I don't care. Okay? I don't care what the excuse is. I got kids, I gotta be with the kids. Okay, go see your kids, bring your ass back over here. Or okay, I'm gonna go with you. I'll be in the hotel, we come back. There ain't no reason why you ain't touching my face on Christmas Day or New Year's Eve. So that's that. Listen, Exodus, I love this. You keep me posted.
Will do. All right.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Have a good show.
Bye. Thank you. Oh, Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. Oh, God, that brings me so much joy. And a couple of y'all was saying move along. I'm not moving along because I know why y'all come here, but Exodus is the reason why I created the show. The show was created to truly connect people so they could genuinely find love. So I'm never rushing update love stories so your ass can be entertained. Maybe if your ass was willing to listen to somebody's happy ending, you could get yourself a happy ending, your damn self, and not just always watching me for entertainment. Okay, I understand why you're here. I know why you're here. I understand why you're here. But at some point in time, I want you to break up with me. I want you to be like Exodus. I want you to have somebody. I want you to have somebody you're going to spend Christmas with and Thanksgiving with and New Year's Eve with. That should be your goal. So whenever somebody's telling you about their good ass update, you should be listening intently to learn how that could be you in the next time. Okay? Shit.